VACAY-J beats.
Another fire VACAY-JTV intro. Yeah. First reactions in the building. Final season. Final chapter. Let's go. The shy on the line and we losing control. Final season energy, the stakes staying high. Got the trap drums rolling underneath the south side sky. Victor holding power, but the crown getting heavy. Nuck in the shadows, yeah, you know we staying ready. Emmett trying to survive, keeping Keisha out the rain, while Dollar's ghost is lingering, still feeding on the pain.
This is first reactions, we breaking it down. The final curtain dropping on the kings of the town. With that trap R&B boom bap in the veins. Who gon' fall and who gon' break the chains? Yeah, we watching it all. The drama, the heat, the final season rhythm, rocking the street. First reactions, we breaking it down.
First reactions,
we breaking it down.
Yeah. Papa in the church, but his mind on the block. Bakari on the edge, ticking down on the clock. Gemma chasing visions, Kevin gone. But remember, there's the winter sets in, and the family gets splinter. Street politics heavy. Who gon' lie? Who gon' die? Got our eyes on the screen, gotta watch the goodbye. Every twist, every turn, yeah, we caught in the zone. VACAY-JTV, we claiming the throne. Yeah. The final season of the Shy. First reactions, we out. Another fire intro.
Family, are you there? Are you there? Let me know you are here. Let me know you are present. It is time for them first reactions, family. First reactions. You know what it is. Are you ready? You know how to do it. Hit the like button. Hit that subscribe button. If you're here for the very first time, man. Woo. All right, look. Look, family. Someday, one day, we'll all be free. I know someday. I ain't having me crying up. Nope. No. I know someday we'll all be free. Family. Talk to me right now. First reactions for the shot. This is it. The series finale, family. I know one. That's one of my favorite songs by Donny Hathaway. Someday we'll all be free, family. Y'all not. No, sir. No, sir. I got the protection on. You ain't gonna have me cutting onions up in here. It's not happening. I'm protected. As long as I got these on. No, family. It's time for them first reactions, family. Get ready. Look, get ready. It's time to go in. Are you ready? I hope you're ready to talk about this. I see you in the chat. Let's go ahead and break this down. Let's do it.
From the block to the booth, the vision's revealed. We're unstoppable now, and the truth gon' reign. This is legacy in motion. Remember the name. This is VACAY-JayTV, the next level of exclusives. You know what I'm saying? Salute. VACAY-JayTV, next level of exclusives. You know what I'm saying? Salute. Subscribe right now, hit that bell and lock in with the real. Welcome to VACAY-JayTV.
All right, family. All right. We are in the building. Your man, VACAY-Jays. We are here for the series finale. You know what it is, fam. This is it. I mean, tell me some of y'all was cutting onions. Tell me a lot of y'all was getting emotional. Tell me if you wasn't getting emotional. This is the first reactions. I want to know your honest first reactions. Oh, man, look, I know a lot of y'all. We've been rolling with this, doing this for a minute. A lot of y'all was like this. I know a lot of y'all was just like that. Family, we're going to get into this, man, because, again, I'm taking my time with this because I'm going to need y'all to be right. I'm going to need y'all to be good. All right? I'm seeing everybody in the chat. Thank you for coming through. You know what to do. Shout out to my guy, DeMarcus Vaughn, out the gate with the $2 super chat. I appreciate you, my brother. He's saying Tiff basically got away with Erder, Team Tiff. Okay. First off, let's do this real quick. You know the procedure. I'm gonna need y'all to rate this final episode for the final series for the there gotta be a spinoff, man. Come on, man. You can't do this to me, man. Yeah. Okay, let me keep it together. All right. As a raging journalist. Fam, what did you rate this? 1 for fire, 2 for good, 3 for meh, 4 for not feeling it. And of course, I'm going to rate it at the very, very end. Let me look at some of your earlier. Thank you for coming through. First one in, Stacy Oddity, Vacay VIP. She said, man, what up? Scarlett Tremaine Scarlett says, hey, VACAY-Jay, this episode definitely had me a little emotional. DeMarcus, you know we don't do 9s or 10s over here. Get with the program, my brother. You know what it is. Come on. You know it. Dimitri is in the building. Hey, salute my brother. Thank you. Stacey says, I have so many questions. Okay, we're gonna discuss it together. We're gonna get through this together. Okay. All right. Marcus says, I got emotional with Trig, Reg, and Jake Scene. Okay. And thank you for sharing that as a man. Thank you for sharing that. All right. Let me just said I got emotional at the wedding. Absolutely. Stacy says, oh wow. Episode was a solid 2. You said it was good. Tremaine Scholar says, I rated a 1. Demetra says, I rated a 1. Brian, let me bring up the rating for you over here on VACAY-JayTV. We doing 1 for fire, 2 for good, 3 for mad, or 4 for not feeling it. You said a 10, so that's equivalent to a 1 for fire. Appreciate you. Trina Boo's in the building. Trina said, I cried, I smiled, cried again. Trina Boo, I know, boo. I know. Look at my eyes, look. I know. You gave it a 1 for fire. My man Brian says 1 for fire. Kanitra says 2 for good. I know. Look, here's the thing, right? You said I can't wait. Trina Boo says I can't wait to see. Yeah. Because we did predictions the other day. Yeah. Look, shout out to my girl Nels. She don't really get emotional like that, but I think this one may get Nels, man. I think. And Stacy, you said you give it a 3. You give it a 3 for me. Look, this is what I'm going to say to y'all. I know for sure that emotions run high, especially with individuals that we're looking at right now. We've been attached to them. It's like a family member going away and not coming back. We've been rocking with these guys for 8 seasons. That's like 8 years. So understand why your emotions may be all over the place. You may be like, it's a 1, it's a 2, it's a 3. I'm going to give mine at the end. Someday I know we'll all be free. Oh my God. Lamar, what's good? You give it a 2. Okay. Trina Boo says they should have made it a 2-hour, get more time to get Reg out. I know. There she is. The queen is in the building. Lena Waith, Queen Lena Waith. She says, I love all y'all. We love you too. Thank you so much. And I can't wait to sit down and talk with you about everything. You have created something so special to all of us. We're emotional. We're touched. We are uplifted. Some of us don't even know what to say. But Queen, you did your thing. Give it up for Queen. Give it up for the Queen, Lena Waith, man. She's in the building. Family, I gotta know. I can't wait to sit down with you. All right. I think I sent information to your people. I believe I did, but if not, I'm at VACAY-JayTV@gmail.com. I can't wait to sit down with you whenever you're ready. But this right here, it's yeah. Queen, we got a lot. You've done so much for our lives. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm gonna get into it when we talk. I'm gonna get into it when we sit down and when we chop it up and when we gonna talk, because you changed a lot of our lives. I said it the other day. So much. You and your team and the staff and the actors, the PAs. We gonna get into it. We gonna get into it. The people are speaking right now. As you see, a lot of them are very emotional. They want to spin off. A lot of them are like, I have so many questions. Said, I can't wait to chop it up with you. I can't wait. Yeah, we gonna make it happen? I bet. Let's make it happen, because the fam has a lot of emotions they're going through right now. So we're gonna give them a little bit of time, and I would love to do it with you live, so some of the good folks can ask their questions. Of course, I'm gonna send my questions, but yes, Oh, my favorite song at the end, though? How you gonna do that to me? Someday we'll all be free. Donnie Hathaway, how you gonna? I was good to the very end and just okay. So much. What'd you say? You said you don't want it to end. I hear you, Trina Boo. She's here. Let her know. You know, Amanda Marcus says hello. All the fam is saying give her props, show her the love that she deserves, more than deserves. Like this show, for real. I'm gonna say it now, and I'll probably say it when we sit down, we chop it up, we either do a pre-recorded or we go live, or we love to go live with the people, even if it's, you know, the VACAY, my members. Lena Waithe, this show, Queen, has given me a whole different perspective. Yeah, Donnie, every time it's gonna get to me. What you've done with this show is you have transformed a lot of people's perspective on the human experience, right? Because you write about so many different people and characters and their lifestyles, and you know the lifestyles they have chosen, the lifestyles they choose, and the lifestyles they have been given, or whatever has been passed down, right? There's so many different aspects of the human experience in The Chi that it changed my perspective on how I see other people who have made different choices as far as, you know, who they want to sleep with and who they want to love. There's always been a respect, but it's like a deeper respect now to understand that people are going to do what they want to do, how they want to do it. They're going to love who they're going to love. And we have to be accepting of them as human beings and the choices that they make for themselves, not for us, but for themselves. So yeah, we gonna get into it. We gonna get into it because, you know, I can get all deep in perspective. I could do that. I could do that too. You know, you deep. You the way you write. You know, you get into it. We gonna make it happen, just like you said. I'm looking forward to it. Trina Boo says the blackberry molasses got me with Vic, Jake, Reg, had me all in my feels. I know. DeMarcus says I love that Tiff made up with her mother Dolly and got her family back with EJ. Me too. And Dolly. Yep. And Rob Jr. Yeah. And they took down that portrait. They put up a new portrait, which I appreciate. I appreciated that, you know? So you ready to get into this, fam? Because you know me, I'm going to take my time with it, and I want to hear from y'all. Ooh. So now you get me emotional. Everything you're saying is a dream come true for me. Damn, you did so much. For real, like, you know, like the hardest of the hard guys would watch this show and say, man, you know what? I didn't see it this way about another group of people. Let me at least give them the respect of being human beings. You know what I'm saying? And not just chop them down because they chose something that has nothing to do with me. Like, come, you get me started now because I'm going to get started. You did your thing. You did your thing. Family, let her know. Let Queen Lena Waithe is in the building. Just right there. All right, let me make it a little bit larger. It's right there in the chat, fam. And we gonna make this thing happen. Can you see it? Okay. A little bit larger. Let her know how much you appreciate the show. Let her know. When we get together. All right. Seeing Keisha and Emmett come full circle was remarkable. The music, very, very heartfelt. Absolutely. The choice. Look, the soundtrack to The Chi, Queen, and your staff, y'all always do your thing. Y'all always know what songs to pick, the right songs to pick to jig our emotions and be like, ooh, man, felt that. Yeah. One of the most important characters I'm going to talk about that a lot of people don't talk about. I'm going to get into it as we get into it. Okay? I'm taking my time. I'm really taking my time. Trina Boo says, I'm okay with Tiff not going to jail now, but at first I was like, Oh, okay. At first I was like, she got to go down. Trina Boo is showing love. Much love to you for this show, Lena Waithe. Yes, look, Academy Award winner, amazing individual, Queen Lena Waithe has done so many projects. This one right here really hits home for all of us. Doesn't matter where you're from. You know what I'm saying? I'm from New York. This hits me. Doesn't matter. You could be from Russia. It can hit you because this is the human experience. Marcus says, I wish Imani would be your turn though. I hear you. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. You ready? If y'all ready, y'all know what to do. Hit the like button, share this out, share this out. You know what to do. Share this everywhere. There's your boy Vacay going in. I'm gonna give my rating at the very end. I think you already know what my rating is. Show love. If you want to show love to the Cash App, Cash App's at the bottom. You know what to do, fam. All right. Jermaine says, I love how they end off with Emmett's son and his friends riding off. Yeah, and the bikes. Yeah. We go. I got that. I got all that. We gonna get it to. What you say, Stacey Oddity says, now the shot will be the standard in Black drama. Ooh, talk to him. You should definitely be proud, Lena Waithe. Absolutely, my Vacay VIP member, Stacey Oddity with the bars, with the words. Absolutely. And I believe it should be. There's no other show like The Shot. None. No other show like The Shot that has touched so many of us all at the same time with different aspects and dynamics and depth of situations and personalities and the complexity of all of us. The complexity, because we are not a monolith, and this show shows that we are not a monolith. We're not one thing. Everybody thought Bakari was one thing, that he was a thug, that he just took out Ronnie, turned out, you know how it turned out. So to lighten the mood a little bit, my man DeMarcus, I love you, my brother. You know what I'm saying? I love you, my brother. You send another super chat? Let me see. Oh, my bad, my brother. My brother sent another super chat. I appreciate you, bro. Oh, my bad. Not that one. All right. Yeah. Appreciate you, my brother. He says, it's ironic that Charles started the Shy with Pastor Zeke eulogy and ended the Shy with pastoring Keisha and Emmett's wedding. Absolutely. That's definitely good, my brother. Definitely good. Good stuff. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for that super chat. Appreciate the love. All right, family. Hey, Queen. Hola. Hey, Tracy. How you doing? So I love the show. I had tears of happiness. Thank you, Lena Waithe. We love you. You done Chicago proud. I can't wait for your next project. Absolutely. Show love. Keep showing love. Keep showing love. That's what we do out here, VACAY-JTV. The Vacay fam loves you. Queen, Lena Waithe, cast and crew, everybody. All right. Look, I'm trying to lighten up the mood a little bit. So my boy, look, before I get started, fair warning, this first reaction's for the entire episode. So spoiler filled. So if you haven't seen it, go to Paramount Plus right now. Before you leave though, hit the like button, go to Paramount Plus, go watch it, then come back and hang out with us and let us know your thoughts and your feelings and everything else like that. All right? All right, because I'm about to go in. So this was a warning, spoiler filled. Here we go. And my man DeMarcus, Vaughn, you've seen him in the chat. That's my guy. He's been supporting me for many, many years. Queen, you said a beautiful series. It truly inspired me. Awesome. And he's been supporting me for years. You know, this is my guy right here, and I appreciate him. Now, if everybody has seen it, cool. I'm about to go in. Spoiler alert. I'm going in right now. Okay? I'm going in right now. So my man, y'all all saw the ending, right? All right? You saw the ending. You know my man right here. All right? You know what's up with my man right here. So before we get into the details of what happened to my man right here, Bakari, at the very end, we saw him in a different form. And so my man sent me this morning because he know I watched it. He know I went through the whole entire. just to lighten the mood, he sent this picture, and I was just like, okay, what's happening with my guy? Okay, okay. Look, he's on another level. This is a year after everything went down. He's in Atlanta. And I'm like, okay, cool. Yes, I seen the same thing. But then he wants to be funny. And everybody knows this movie. But he turned around and then sent this too. And I'm like, DeMarcus, why? Why, my brother? Why are you saying that Michael from North Carolina? Why you saying, is that the haircut? Are you saying that Michael from North Carolina, from the wood, inspired Bakari's haircut right here? Is that what you saying, son? Is this another O? Because you know Queen Lena, way she loves to, give an O and give props to other movies. Are you saying, I'm just trying to lighten the mood a little bit. Are you saying that Michael from North Carolina inspired this? And if Queen, you in here and you want to answer that, just trying to lighten the mood a little bit. But shout out to my boy, man. Thank you, DeMarcus, for that, man. Because, we all up in our field. So for you to send that, definitely a good thing. All right. I see you family coming in the door. Hit the like button. Oh, man. Mitchie Music, Vacay VIP members in the building. What's good? Hey, how you doing? Hope you watched it. My man, DeMarcus says, I'm surprised that we didn't see Schmitty and Big Mike and Rosalind. Yeah. Rosalind Perry. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that was for a reason. What's up, Brent? Brandon's in the building. Brandon said we couldn't get Kev. Okay. All right, here we go. Keisha says someone in another post said he got on the Tyler Perry. I guess. Yeah, I guess you could go there too. But let's get started, family. Let's get started. I want to talk about this. And I hope you're ready for this. All right. I hope you're ready. So we start off this episode out the gate. The first reactions, fam. We start off the episode with your girl, right? And I didn't think we was going to start the episode off like this, but we start off the episode with your girl Tiff, in this big old bed by herself. The sun rises up and she wakes up, and you could tell by her face she is not happy at all. Okay. But at the same time, on the other side of town, Keisha's up too, just crying. I want to say that they may have felt each other's spirit, the pain of the betrayal of what happened, what wasn't said. I'm feeling that, they're kindred spirits. You know what I'm saying? They're sisters in spirits. And they are just not feeling good at all. Of course, my man Emmett's coming. He's like, yo, what's wrong? What's going on? Are you okay? She's like, I uninvited, Tiff. He's like, we can't keep out of our lives. And she's like, yes, we can. She's just hurt. I get it. Keisha just super hurt right now. I took a picture of this because it stood on this for a while. This picture right here. This must be some type of famous picture or artist. Shout out to the artist. Because I'm looking at that picture, man, and it's like it kind of is like art imitating life, because we see Tiff as she is by herself in this big bed. Nuck is not there. The babies are not there. Well, the baby is probably in another room, but EJ's not there. There's no family. It's an empty home. I saw what you did there, Queen, with the Luther Vandross. A house is not a home if no one's living there. Yeah. House is not a home. I saw what you did there. I peeped it. Did y'all peep it? That was later on at the wedding, right? But yeah, the house is not a home. No one's living there. She's by herself. She's lonely. She's hurt. And again, Keisha just crying about the whole thing. This is very hurtful. So, of course, she gets out of bed. She's like, I don't want to have the wedding at her house. I can't have my wedding at the house. And, Emmett's like, yo, we got less than 24 hours. Like, we about to get married. You know what I mean? Like, what you want me to do? Like, she's like, I don't know. She's like, let's have it here. He's like, yo, we can't have everybody up in here like that. Like, come on, Keisha. And then Emmett's like, look, I know where we could do it. And she's like, where? He's like, let me surprise you. She's like, I don't need no more surprises. I felt her, man. I felt Keisha, and I was like, I don't want no more surprises either, right? If I was Keisha, I would not want any more surprises at this point. But he's like, let me surprise you. Trust me, I got you. Okay? All right. All right. Now, I had no idea. Now, again, there was clips put out and all of this and that, and we talked about it. We know where they're going to have the wedding. We know they're going to have the wedding at Darnell and R.I.P. to Jada's house. Okay? And here we are. So now the next scene, we have Emmett, we have Shad, and we have Trick, a.k.a. Victor. And he asked them to be, groomsmen, right? Like, yeah, okay, I'm with that. You asking us right now? And he's like, yeah, I'm asking you right now. A lot of things are changing up. So Emmett got to do what he got to do. But Emmett is acting very, very fast in this situation, which I appreciate. And I know Keisha did too. And he asked them to be groomsmen. And he's like, yeah, we'll do anything for you, bro. You know what I mean? He's like, good. Emmett's like, good, because I'm going to need to use your backyard. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay. He was like, all right. Because he, like Shy was getting his luggage. He was about to move in, but he's just like, yeah, whatever you need, bro. I got you, man. Whatever it is. So we know that they're going to use the backyard. And yeah, we're going to get to that. Because the way they put that together, first reaction is, I'm kind of, me, I kind of skip all over the place a little bit. The way that they put that wedding together, man, it didn't look like no backyard to me. Yeah. That wedding, we're going to get to that. We're going to get to it. So Emmett is making moves. And one thing I like about Emmett, I can speak about Emmett, the new Emmett, I should say the most recent Emmett. It's not new. He's not new. He's the same Emmett. It's just, he's stepping up as a man to do what he needs to do. And he's been doing that for a while, right? One thing I like about Emmett is that he springs into action right away. So if he say he's going to do something for his wife, for his kids, whatever it is, for the business, he springs into action right away. Gentlemen, I think we need to always take note that when we say we're going to do something, we got to keep our word as a man, and that we got to spring into action right away. Okay? So now, next scene, we see Bakari with Brittany, and he's getting a drink. He's like, yo, we gonna go to Atlanta with you. He's like, for real? Word? Okay. They do their handshake. It's all love. Like Brittany's super happy about that. Again, I believe that she's tired of, as she said in the last couple of episodes, tired of running, tired of, just being out there by herself. I think this episode was really about identifying how lonely we can be. We could be focused on business. We could be focused and traveling all over the world. At the end of the day, what are we coming back to? At the end of the day, who really matters the most? And this episode definitely was hitting home with family matters the most. You know what I'm saying? Like having someone, and it may not necessarily be people that you are blood related to. And it may be people you're blood related to. I mean, in this instance right here, yeah, Brittany's happy that Bakari has decided that, and I think we're all happy. This is what we all wanted for Bakari, right? We wanted Bakari to get out of the shot. We've been wanting, those who have been rooting for Bakari, I've been rooting for Bakari, man. He has escaped so many situations that I just wanted him to just go, bro. Just get out, bro. Just escape. Just, you know what I mean? Like, you don't need to be in the shot. You really don't. Okay? All right, so let's get to this. I was very surprised about this. Like, again, I predicted it was going to happen, so I was right. But still, I was very surprised that Tiff shows up at the door to speak to Keisha. I was very surprised at that. Were you surprised? Thank you for the give. I'm in another screen, but I see the jewels in the background. Thank you for the jewels. Thank you for the love. I'm gonna come back to y'all when I get to the chat and definitely give y'all some love. I'm seeing it in the background. It's kind of blurred. When I'm in another screen, the chat is blurred. But fam, were you surprised that Tiff showed up begging for forgiveness? And to me, she was begging. She's like, I'm sorry. Keisha was not having it. She was mad. I'd be mad too. You know, you're supposed to be my girl. You know what I'm saying? We went through it together. You remember last episode before they had the conversation, they showed they showed the whole montage, showed everything of them being girls and going through the ups and downs, being pregnant together, the baby shower, the this, the that, the third. You know what I'm saying? They became like sisters. And for Tiff to do this, I know y'all like Team Tiff. Still, it's not the fact that she took out Nuck. That mainly was the anger for little Ronnie, right? She said it. He ain't gonna grow up without a father. Also, add on the fact that you lied to her face. But at the end of the day, Keisha's such a great woman. And this is a sign of a great person, I would say. Because to put your pride aside, to put your anger aside, to say, you know what? I know you begging, and one day I'm going to forgive you. She said, but I'm going to. I'm going to forgive you for the sake of the children. Now, y'all know how Keisha feels about the kids. Y'all know how she'll do anything for the children. She will do anything for the kids. So Tiff is lucky that she has such a huge heart. Keisha has one of the hugest hearts that one could ever have on any show, on life, period. Because I know a lot of y'all will be like, heck nah, I would never forgive her. I know y'all. In fact, my old self will probably be the same way. I'll probably be like, man, I'm done with you. You know what I'm saying? My cutoff game is serious. Like, I'm done with you. Nah, I ain't forgiving nothing. Nah, you know what I'm saying? You lied to me, you gonna lie to me again, you know? But for the sake of the kids, this beautiful, amazing woman, shout out to Burgundy, love you, man. Jeez. She said, I forgive you for the kids, but I need time. She's like, take all the time in the world. Tiff runs out the door. All right. Look, I'm talking about everything, okay? So here we are. Your man Shad goes over to talk to Fatima. And he's like, yeah, so good. And he's like, yeah, you want to go to the wedding with me? And she's like, oh, I already got a date. And the date is Isis. Isis broke up with her man. And he's like, okay. I mean, he's trying to get back with her, but, you know, she's like, I don't know. You know, she needs a space. And he's being patient. He's trying. You know, for him to go back to Fatima, remember, she left him. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what he pointed out. He's like, yo, you left me. So, you know, now I'm like, okay, you want to come back? Like, so it is what it is. He's trying to take his time. What do y'all think about Shad and Fatima? Is this what's good right now for Trig? Because we spinning the block. We are spinning the block on this. Because remember, Trig was interested in Tiff. But now with everything that went down, he's like, I ain't messing with Tiff no more. Get all that. He done with Tiff. Because, like, again, she let him rot. Let him rot. That's crazy, right? Let him rot. For her. Like, you know, she let him take the rap. And again, it was for the kids. Yeah, he did it for the kids. Okay. I think a lot of us were still mad at him. From last episode to this episode, I think a lot of us was mad at your boy Trig for making the decision that he did. Okay? All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. We're going to break it down. Let me go to chat real quick. Check on y'all. Oh, okay. I see a lot of y'all came through. Good. Let me see. Somebody sent me an uncle alert. Okay, thank you. I am an uncle, so that works for me. All right. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Let me see. You said, Brandon, what's good? He said, I will miss the shot. So will I, bro. Y'all saw me on the last live. I'm just like, how will we get through this without the shot? You think I was just doing this for show? I'm dead serious. Like, the shot has so many lessons, so many bars, so many words of wisdom. There's so many lessons in this show. And there's so many reminders of what we've been taught before. Some of us, we need to be reminded of certain things as the older we get, the way we move around the country and do what we do and go from job to job, position to position. Sometimes we forget some of the things that, we've been taught or we've learned along the way. You said, I'm hollering over here. What you hollering about? You crying? Come on, Stacy. Hold it down for me. DeMarcus says, I'm glad that Keisha told Bakari that she was proud of Bakari. Yes. You didn't get the apology that you was asking for, but the proud of, yes. Okay. You ain't gonna get an apology because idiot idea. Queen says, I wish they could have a few more seasons with their kids growing up and continue the story of Immune. Oh, you mean Emmett, of Emmett. Okay. Emmett and Keisha's marriage. So on and so on. I'm going to miss the shot. Yep. Yeah, look. I got some ideas. When I sit down with the queen leaning away, I got some ideas, Let's see. I'm gonna pitch it. I'm gonna put it out there. I'm gonna put it out there for us. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what happens. He said, oh, okay, you just did it again. What's going on, Ms. Blove? I hope I'm saying it right. So I love the shot. Love the hat. Thank you. And thank Queen Lena Waith and Hillman Grad Productions for sending me this. I appreciate it again. I did a whole bunch of videos. Super excited that I can rock this. I actually went out to the store this morning rocking my Shy hat. You know what I mean? Of course, with my New York hoodie with my Shy hat. You're saying New York and the Shy. It's all love. It's all love. Again, thank you, Deborah, for the alert. Display this. It's already displayed, right? You said I cackled when she said no more surprises. Oh yeah, no more surprises. Tremaine says, I wasn't surprised Tiff still invited to the wedding. Yeah, you wasn't surprised. Because Keisha got a big heart. You know what I'm saying? Keisha, I mean, you got to be a big heart to be taking care of all these kids and taking care of the family and to go through what you went through. I think I think Keisha's experience has made her such a well-rounded, loving person because a lot of y'all didn't like Keisha for a minute. Y'all thought Keisha had an attitude for a while. I remember covering the show and y'all was like, yeah, Keisha got an attitude. I don't like her. I remember y'all back in the day, not you specifically, but I'm saying y'all, some of y'all. I don't remember it because, I block out negativity. You know what I'm saying? I don't really remember the negativity, but I remember seeing some of the comments of Keisha got an attitude, Keisha got this, but now Keisha has made a full circle. She's become a woman. She went through her process. She went through her, life process that we all kind of go through. Some of us may start off, with attitudes and da-da-da-da. I mean, Keisha will still keep it real with you, though. And we'll get to that. That's what I love about Keisha. She's authentic, okay? Man, okay. Let's go. I'm looking at the time. I'm like, oh, shoot, okay. Keisha's a sweetheart. Did want the happy ending for Bakari. Yeah. I still feel like Rosalind should have got clapped. I feel you. Do you think a spinoff? I hope. Spinoff is a possibility? I hope. Okay. Let's get back to it, fam. Man, time flies, boy. Time be flying. Let's get to this. All right. So, as we move on, we talked about that already. Okay. So here we are. We're at the house. What y'all think about this conversation between Emmett and Darnell? Darnell's one of my favorite characters, man. I didn't see the Bluetooth. I need the Bluetooth back. I always need the Bluetooth. You know, Queen, like I said the last time, I said, I think Queen leaned away, listened to me because last episode he had the Bluetooth when he was talking to, you know, Riley. So Emmett is ready, man. Jada came in a dream. Now, shout out to my girl Nels, because she had a prediction. Again, it was just a prediction. Sometimes predictions come true. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes it's just an idea. And she said this crazy prediction last night when we doing final prediction. She said her prediction is that because of the dream and them getting married at, you know, Darnell and Jada's house in the backyard with the flowers, and he had a dream of seeing, you know, Jada with the flowers, and Jada gave him a flower, that was like a foreshadowing of something was going to happen and Emmett was going to get popped. Now, of course, we was all in the upraise like, hell no, this is crazy. What type of prediction is that? You know what I'm saying? Of course, you know, it's just a prediction, fam. So no love lost to Nels, you know what I'm saying? Because he did not get popped and he's fine. He's absolutely fine. But if he did get popped, that would have been a travesty. That would have been terrible. I think a lot of fans would have been like, no, I hate it. They would have been crazy. But we can't let the main character, who has been the main character with Keisha. They're all main characters to me, but Emmett has been the main character with Keisha because they are the first two that we see in episode 1, season 1, and then we see Jada, right? So there's no way that it could have ended on a good note without Emmett, okay? But yeah, I thought this was, I love I just want to point this out. I love their relationship now. I love it. It was rough, but they got to a place where they needed to be as far as being a father and a son, and now being two fathers, right? Because Darnell's still learning how to be a better father and now be a grandfather. Emmett is becoming a greater man, greater father, greater everything. And it goes to show you that just because you may not be as good as you need to be right now doesn't mean that you can't learn how to be better. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Dropping bars over here on VACAY-JayTV. Just because you may feel like you in a bad place, you don't have enough skills, or you think you're not intelligent, or you think you can't get over. Maybe you've done some things in the past. Maybe you've cheated. Maybe you know, have done some unscrupulous things. Doesn't mean that you can't evolve and change. I like what Keisha said to him. She's like, at the wedding, we'll get to it, but it's just coming to my mind right now. I like when she said to Emmett, she said, I'm proud of how you were willing to change and evolve. Bruh. Okay, you'll be seeing these in a minute. A lot of people are not willing to change and evolve. A lot of people are like, well, this is who I am. This is how I am. You know, take it or leave it. And just that one extra step and the willingness to change for the better, for a better relationship. And I'm talking about both, not just Emmett, but also Darnell. Darnell has changed. He ain't no longer, you know, out there running the streets and trying to get into this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? So I love the relationship. Thank you. Thank you, Queen Lena, for creating these individuals and utilizing them to bring the message clear to us of what it means to be a man and what it means to be as far as a responsible man, and what it means to be to adapt, shift, change, and evolve to be better. Good stuff. Come on, man. Come on, man. We going to church up in here.
Oh my God.
All right now. All right now. Mm-hmm. Okay. Family, drop it in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts on this, all right? Let me know your thoughts. Okay. Here we are. Here we are. Now, you had Stevie in there too, Queen. Oh, my God. When she was walking down the aisle, you had Stevie one. Bruh, you in the aisle? Oh, my God. Bruh. Ooh, okay, I ain't there yet. I'm not there yet. What did y'all think about this dress? You know, now Nels, you know, she ain't like the first dress, but this dress, I hope she liked it. I liked the dress. It was amazing. But the layout, let me go to the layout. Because I think Queen and Hillman Grad. Shout out to them. Hillman Grad Productions. All you guys, the cinematographers, everybody, the editors, pre and post edit. Oh my God. What y'all did with this setup and how you displayed everything that she needed. Oh man, it was good. It was really, really good. Like, you know, the gate, the film, you know, I know a little something about whatever. But look at that dress. You know what I mean? Looked like it was custom made, right? Look at the top, ladies. Y'all feeling that right there? Let me move out the way. Ladies, y'all feel, I know y'all pay attention to details. I know you're detail oriented. So I know, let me know in the chat if you was loving the dress or not. But what they had laid out on the couch right here. Wow. Okay. Ladies, I want to hear your thoughts. All right. First off, attention to details. Because that's one thing that Queen Lena Waithe and the writers and everybody, they are very intricate with details. All right. And I noticed that, of course, we got Jada the angel right there. Blessing. We got the journal there. We got some stuff in here. Very important for this time. You know, your environment is special, right? The environment that you're about to take like you're about to transfer to another level. You're going to go to another chapter. It's important to have the right things around you, right? You see me, I'm getting into it. It's important to have the right things around you so you make the transition in the perfect way without any disturbances, without any disruption, right? So yes, the dress. Let me know your thoughts on the dress. This right here. The garter belt, okay? The earrings, very intricate, very detailed. Ladies, let me know, were you feeling this? I was impressed with the way it was filmed, you know? But absolutely, y'all went all out. We didn't even get to the wedding yet. Y'all went all out, okay? Okay, let me pull this up. Shout out to Riley, man. Such a great woman. And yes, I'm gonna get to it. I know you're probably in the chat like, okay, well, get to, you know, the part where I'm gonna get to it. Let me take my time with this. Okay, look. The flowers. Okay. Same white flowers. Mrs. Washington on the robe. Hey, Mrs. Washington, right? Look at that. Detail. All right. She doing her own makeup. Come on. Go ahead, Keisha. Go ahead, Keisha, man. Keisha doing her own. She ain't like, I don't need no glam squad. I am the glam squad. Look at that. She got the ring propped up. Chandelier lamp. Come on, man. Attention to detail is very important. So this was just dope. And it was like, it was done so well, put together so well, filmed so well. Nice, bright colors. There was like certain shimmering effects on it. You know, I do editing. You know, you see my intros, you see my videos. Shimmering effects, right? Dreamy effects to make it look the way it looks. Your girl, she doing her makeup, you know, doing her own stuff. But I thought it was just dope. Shout out to the shot with this. Right? What did y'all think? Chime in below. Let me know. Okay? All right. Let's get to this. I know y'all ready to talk about it. Were you surprised to see somebody walk in the door? Were you surprised? Now, again, this was a prediction. This was my prediction. Okay. And I asked the question, were you surprised to see beautiful Nina with that hair, beautiful hair, walk in the door, knock, knock, guess who? It's me, it's your mama. I was like, Nina, man, I was happy. I was happy. I was just as happy as Keisha was. And she looks amazing. Look at her. Wow. Looks amazing. Brat, well, you know, yeah, her character. Shout out to the Brat. You know, they was traveling all over the world. And then I guess, you know, they've been doing some walking. They've been doing some stuff. But Keisha was so surprised. Look at her face. I'm gonna bring it up. I was happy. Did you tear on this part? Ladies, did you tear? Did anybody tear on this part to see Nina come back? Because they've been through so much, man. They've been through so much. Look at her. She's like, Ma, look at her. She's so surprised. I was like, yeah, dog. Yeah, this is what it's all about. You know, were you happy for Keisha at this moment? You know, Nina looked good. Come on, man. Nina looking great, man. Okay, let me come to y'all real quick. Okay. Let's see. Here we go. Your man DeMarcus says it's ironic that both Tiff and Rosalind Perry got away. Yeah. Tracy's in the building. She says, yes, thanks again, Queen Lena. The music was on point. I agree. Everything was great. I love the dress, the details. Everything was perfect in my opinion. Awesome, Tracy. Yeah. Everything. Yeah. That's why I'm like, why are we leaving? Like we've gotten the groove. Am I crying? I'm not crying, no. That's a little grease. I'm like, yo, why are we leaving right now? Come on, man. Give me just season 9 or just give me a spinoff. Give me something. Okay. But everything, the attention to detail, it was perfect. It was perfect. Would you want this? If you had a daughter, or if you haven't been married and you wanted to get married, would you want it laid out like this? You know, I would want this for my daughter. I would want this for my niece when she's ready to get married. You know, just everybody being there and just everything she needs, whatever she needs. You know? Okay. Nina being here, I think it makes it complete. But of course, you know, Keisha had to be like, yeah, you wasn't here for my child's birth. My second child's birth. And she's like, I know you going to get on me about that. She's like, but, you know, you was here for my first child's birth, so I forgive you. But even again, I'll tell you, Keisha, she's just a straight up person, which I appreciate. I appreciate Keisha for being honest. Like, Keisha's one of the most honest people on this show because Keisha asked Riley, can't forget about that. Keisha asked Riley, are you going to be okay? Because does this remind you of your husband, you know, losing your husband? And to me, that's not being rude. To me, that's, she's emotionally intelligent, right? Keisha's emotionally intelligent and she cares. Because for her to ask that question, she thought about it. Like, yeah, I look beautiful. Yes, it's a beautiful thing. Thank you so much for being here and, you know, just being here for me in this moment. But what about you? Keisha is one of the most emotionally intelligent women on the show. Period. Okay? All right. Let's get to this. Let's get back to some man stuff. Let's get back to some man stuff, okay? I love y'all. But Nina's here. Beautiful thing. Now, Emmett and Devontae. Special moment. Okay? So, Darnell, he's getting drinks. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, right? 5 o'clock somewhere, Shy. Come on, let's have a drink. And Shy's like, yeah, come on, crack it open. So, special moment right here with Emmett and Devontae. He's like, look, I want you to hold on to this. And Devontae is like, what if I lose it? He's like, you're not going to lose it? He said, you're not going to lose it because I believe in you, son. I believe in you. And turn around. That boy shedded a tear right there. That's the one. That boy shedded a tear. And he's like, thank you, Pops. Like, he's like, I love you. You know what I mean? I think every son, let's get to it. I think every young boy needs to hear from their dad that their dad believes in them. If they do something great, I think every young black boy needs to hear their dad say, I'm proud of you, son. I'm proud of you. You did your best. You did the right thing. I'm proud of you. You know what? You're responsible. I trust in you. I believe in you. See, I thought he was going to say, I trust you. But to say, I believe in you goes way deeper. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I trust you. You know what I'm saying? Just hold on to this. I trust you. No, that's one thing. That's surface. To say, I believe in you, that goes way deeper. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not just this, I believe in you and holding on to this. I believe in who you are, son. That's huge. Thank you for the right. Thank you to the writers. Thank you, Queen Lena Waithe, for these dynamics that you don't see. These intricate dynamics are very important. It touches a lot of us who have had our dads in our lives. You know what I'm saying? I've had my dad in my life, and rest in peace to Pops. King Pops Brown. It's over 14 years now. And we've had some of these moments. Of course, you know, he would always be, my pops would always kind of challenge me low key. He would try to challenge me and stuff. Like, yeah, you ain't gonna do that yet. Come on, son. Like, he would challenge me, and then I would meet and exceed the challenge, and then turn around and be like, I knew you could do it. I'm proud of you, son. You know, so special moments. Fam, if you can relate, put it in the chat. Hit the like button, fire emojis, do whatever you need to do. Show love. But right here is where your boy shedded a tear, gave his father a hug. It's a beautiful thing. Emmett, great man. We knew Emmett win because we knew the Playboy Emmett. We knew, you know, the 5 baby mamas. we knew that guy. Mess around with Don. We know that guy. We know him. That's the thing. We know who he is. And for him to make this full circle is a beautiful thing. You know, it's a beautiful thing. I'm happy that he's gotten to this point. I'm happy we're seeing positive images of black men because we don't see that often, do we? We don't see that often at all. Okay? So let's get to the next thing. I know I'm taking my time. Let me cook. Let me take my time. Family rock with your boy. I appreciate you. All right? I appreciate you because this show and you guys mean a lot to me. So I want to get to this in each and every aspect of, because this is the last one. So we might as well just go in and just talk about it. Okay? Next scene. Here we are. Your girl is walking down the steps. And I predicted this. I predicted it. And she sees who? Her husband, Hannibal. Hey, what's up? What's going on? How you doing? She's like, look at her. Whoa. What you doing here? What's going on? She's like, yeah. He's like, how you doing? You surprised to see me? Yeah, I'm very surprised. I didn't know you were gonna be here. Yeah, that's the whole purpose of surprising you. You know, what's going on? You know, you good? Yeah, I'm good. Look at Hannibal. He fresh out. But see, she's like, when did you get out? I'm like, get out of what? He was in protective custody, right? So, okay. She said, I don't know. It should have been like, when did you get back? But either way, she was surprised. And he looked at her and saw her face and saw how she was acting. He was like, oh, I know that look. Look, he knows his wife, right? He knows his wife. Look at that. She's like, yeah, how you doing? Yeah. And he was like, yeah, you know, a lot's been going on. She's like, a lot's been going on. He's like, you got a new man? She's like, a lot's been happening. Okay. So, I mean, he chucked it up. If it was you, if you were Hannibal, because, you know, she's like, I'm sorry. He's like, I'm sorry too. And I think he was like, I'm sorry that I went away. I'm sorry that I had to put you through this. I'm sorry that I had to put you in this position because, to be honest, he kind of put her in this position where he had to go away, right? Protective custody, being involved with the wrong people, so Hannibal in one way, shape or form was kind of like, you know what? I can't blame you. You said you don't want to, she said, I don't want to be alone for the rest of my life. So, I mean, we gotta kind of chuck it up and give Hannibal a little bit of props to be like, you know what? I'm not going to fight you on this. I'm not going to get crazy on this because I was away. You did what you had to do. Plus, they had an agreement, right? Like, I guess. So that's why he was like, all right, well, why don't we go to the wedding together? Right? She's like, okay, that'd be nice. Were you happy to see Hannibal come back? Were you surprised that Hannibal came back? Chime in below. Let me know. All right? Let's keep it going. I know I'm taking my time. I am really taking my time with this. I know, fam. I appreciate you rocking with your boy. Hit that like button, share this out. We going through it. We going to get through this together. All right? All right. Look, I know y'all was mad at him, but are you still mad at your boy, Victor? And this is going to be quick, fam. I'm not even going to bring up like a lot of pics, but these guys, they got their bromance. And, a lot of this episode was the last goodbyes, right? So if we're saying the last goodbyes, there was a lot of I love you here. A lot of I love you, I love you. So, these brothers, we know they've been through it all together. Shada's like, I don't know if I would have been here without you. And, it's a lot of bromance thing going on here. It is what it is. We know that Shada's going to be there for him, even when, Vic's going to be there for Shad, even when he makes the biggest mistakes, and vice versa. So, it is what it is. And, they made a nice speech at the wedding, right? So we know what it is with these guys. Okay. All right. So, chime in below, man. Are you still mad at Vic? Are you still mad at Vic for that decision? Okay. All right. Okay. Now look, another prediction that came to fruition. I asked you guys last night, were we going to get a Rafi revenge return? And some of y'all said yes. But Rafi is in the restaurant asking your boy Keith, yo, I'm looking for somebody. I'm looking for Bakari. He's like, what you looking for Bakari for? Oh, this is unfinished business. Okay, we see you in like maybe four episodes. All of a sudden now you want to come back, you want to handle business, huh? Okay. You down with it? He probably got down with a different crew now. That's probably what happened. He got down with a different crew. Now he's like, yo, I got to pay this guy back. And Keith did the right thing. I don't know where he is. It is what it is. But this was the clue that, yeah, something may happen. And I love how y'all wrote it because it's like maybe he'll find him, maybe he won't. Now, again, we did say, I know Nell, she was like, yeah, well, maybe Amaya will bring Rafi to the wedding as a plus one. Yeah, that ain't happening. she probably was like, nah, you're not going with me. It ain't going down. You're not invited. Who knows if they're still together? Who knows? All right. Let's get to the next scene, fam. I know I'm going through it. Taking my time. Here we are. All right. So, because we got to address each and every person. That's why I'm taking my time. Let's talk about my man right here. I'm so happy for my boy right here. Papa made a full circle. Papa is like, I'm not drinking no more. I'm not smoking no more. I'm not doing nothing no more. I'm getting back to what I think my pops would want me to be. And at the same time, I'm ready to move forward. And this was a special moment because we get the closure. Because I was worried about Papa all season. I knew he was going to be smoking because I saw the trailer. I knew he was going to be, tripping. But for him to have this conversation and then for Kenya to be right there, ride or die. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And she's like, I'll be here as long as you give me a reason to be here. I'll be right by your side. I'm never going to leave you again. So that's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? To have somebody, no matter what, be right by your side. And as long as you give her a reason to stay, then she'll stay. You know? Because she did leave. Remember, she left. But again, it was Papa following his father's, like, hey, she already got a baby and that's not going to be good. It's not a good look. But Papa, he going to be with Kenya now. And I hope this lasts. We heard him at the end. He said, yeah, I'm probably going to propose to Kenya. It's like, all right, cool. So I'm happy for Papa. Shout out to my man Papa. He made it. He didn't get popped and he didn't pop anybody. All right? So I'm happy about that. Salute to Papa. And I think his last name is Brown in real life. Salute to him, man. That's probably my cousin. You probably my cousin. Okay. I'm going to keep going. Lot of side conversations with some of the other characters. Shout out to them. But this right here, we got Keisha's cheese dip. Keisha's cheese dip makes an appearance, fam. I'm happy about that because everybody loves a cheese dip. I would like to have some Keisha cheese dip one day. Queen, hopefully you can send me that if it's real. If it's really good, I would love to have like some cheesecake. But we got Shawnita. See, I remember her name, fam. Shawnita is talking to Charles and Zuri, and Charles and Zuri, they're like, yeah, God has somebody for you. And Charles start asking Shawnita, what type of woman you like. And Shawnita's like, yeah, I want a woman that is tall and got a big personality. Shawnita's funny, but they talking about possibly, Charles is talking about possibly getting married, but Zuri's like, I don't know. And Shawnita's like, I don't know about you. I don't know if y'all can hold that together. She has no faith in them at all. It is what it is. But we know that, just speed up a little, Shawnita does get with ISIS. We know that much. And we're going to see what happens with that. It seems like everybody found somebody in this. Not everybody, but most of everybody is like moving forward with someone. And I'm glad they ended it this way because everybody need love, right? That's what they say. They say everybody need love. Do you need love? You need somebody to love. All right. Okay. I'm going to keep going. Fam. All right. Okay. So, move this out the way. Let me stop for a second. Let me see what y'all doing, what y'all talking about, because I know y'all talking about everything. Okay. All right. Chanel is in the building. What's good? Nina look gorgeous, man. She looks amazing. I was like, wow. Kenisha said, I wasn't surprised at Rafi returning. Yeah, you wasn't. Yeah. That wasn't either. He had to spin the block on something. Okay. Let's keep it moving, family. All right. It's your man, VACAY-J. Thank you for rocking with your boy. I'm taking my time. Reclaiming my time. Taking my time with this right here. Let's see. All right, we talked about the Papa. We talked about that already. Okay. Let me get this out of the way. I don't know. Charles and Zuri, do they seem like a good couple? But shout out to Charles for marrying, the fam. Okay, here we are. So your boy Papa, not Papa, Jake, is talking to Desiree. Desiree's looking for an apartment. He's like, why are you looking for an apartment? She's like, yeah, my rent's going up. He's like, well, why don't you move in with me? And she's like, I don't know. That's kind of serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you serious about this? Like, yeah, I'm serious. And she's like, yeah, but one thing, does that mean we a couple now? And he's like, yeah, I guess. And she's like, you don't sound too sure. He's like, well, let's try it out. See, you know what? Here's the thing. We get a little bit further along. Jake, again, still in development, right? He's still finding his way. Of course, he had his player time. Well, he had his let me figure it out time But Jake has always been the standoffish type of guy. You know, he's always been like, I don't care, you know, whatever you want to do, whatever. But now he's older. Now he wants to try and, you know, live with Desiree and try to make a relationship or work on having a relationship. I shouldn't say make. Can't make a relationship work. You got to work on it. It takes work. So she's just like, you don't sound too sure. You better be sure. I hope this works out for Jake. I said the other day, I think Jake found his match. And I think he did. You know, some of y'all was like, nah, she's not his match. And I say he did find his match because Desiree challenges Jake. You know what I mean? Desiree definitely challenges him. So because of that challenge, I think that's a good thing. That she's always going to be like, I'm not just going to take anything. I remember Gemma was just kind of like take almost anything, but Gemma was kind of like more rebellious. You know, she was more like, she would like want to fight. Desiree's like, you don't want to do this? All right. Okay, fine. But still, like, I want to make things happen. So we'll see what happens with them. You know, do you think they're going to last? Chime below, let me know. All right? I'm taking my time. I know. Taking my time. I'm getting to it because I'm addressing everybody before we get to the turn up. Now, the turn up was crazy, too. That party was crazy. I wanted to be at that party. I wanted to be at the wedding. Why did I get my invite? Okay? All right. Y'all ready to get to it? Oh, no. I didn't mean. Hold on. I didn't mean to get these. Okay. Hold on. I got to delete these out. Family, chime in below. Let me know your thoughts on the season series finale of The Chi. I am really taking my time today because I think this is deserving of taking your time and talking about each and every character that has made our lives a little bit easier. But are you ready? Here we go. It is time for the wedding to commence. Get your tissues because it's about to get deep. Okay? So here we are. Here we are. Look at your man, Emmett. That boy look like Ebony Man of the Month. Your man coming down the aisle, man, and I was just like, wow, I can't believe this is happening. Your man, Emmett, is getting married. Did you see this day coming? Where your boy is now walking down the aisle. Like I said, great setup because this don't look like nobody backyard. Okay? I mean, this is pretty huge. Like, shout out to Darnell and buying this property because this is huge, you know? But it was very nice to see my boy in his tux. I'm thankful he wasn't wearing no burgundy. I think they was just getting fitted for suits. But yeah, man. Jada had her own seat in the front, bruh. Tell me y'all wasn't in y'all feels when you saw this. And she looks great. She looks amazing. Shout out to Yolanda. She looks great. Jada got her own seat in the front with the flowers and all that. Bruh. Again, attention to detail. And your boy's up there. DeMarcus, no, Papa is not marrying them. But Pastor Charles is marrying them, okay? And for Zuri to still be with him, that means that he stopped his wayward ways. He's not sleeping around with all the women at the church anymore. A lot of people have cut out their wayward ways. But tell me y'all wasn't like, dang. Jada got her own seat right there, front seat. Come on, man. Did the man look handsome? Ladies, did Emmett look handsome? All right? Good stuff. I know I'm taking my time. Family, drop your comments below. Incredible, incredible wedding. All right, so look. I'm going to have to speed up a little bit. When... You're not going to have me do it. When everybody else was coming down the aisle, of course, you got Darnell, right? You got Darnell and you got, man, let me just get to this. Touching moment. Ready? Little Ronnie comes down the aisle. He's giving flowers away. Isis got one. Somebody else got one. I think Tracy. Shout out to Tracy. Little man is giving out flowers. Tell me y'all ain't getting your feels when little man, little Ronnie, put a flower on Jada's seat. Come on. Y'all can't be doing, look. Y'all can't be doing that, bro. Come on, man. Oh, man. I was like, good stuff, man. It's like she's here. Put the flower there like she's here. Good job, little Ronnie. I know y'all was in your feels. I know. Little man did his thing. To lose your father, still hold it down. Little man, you did your thing. Of course, there goes little Nina. Nina look good. Nina looking good. Look at the brat. Brat in the back. Just chilling. But yeah, man, come on, man. This was very touching, man. Queen, the details. Incredible. 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 Did I say incredible? Incredible, fam. Okay. I'm taking my time, fam. If you're okay with that, cool. Keep rocking with your boy. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you're here for the very first time. All right. Now, this is where I know y'all got in your feels. All right? Everybody, please rise for the bride. Okay? Oh, wait. Before we get to the bride, by the way, Tiff is still in the wedding. Tiff is still in the wedding. Tiff is still walking down the aisle. Tiff is still moving as like nothing happened. She's right there. How did y'all feel about Tiff still being there? Yes, she forgave her, but Tiff is still the maid of honor. Or is she still the maid of honor? I don't know about that. But she's in the wedding. She's right there. Were you like, she shouldn't be there? I mean, she looked good. But were you like, I know y'all team Tiff is on some like, yeah, she should be there. But I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Now where's it at? Is this it? Hold on. Should Tiff have been there? Y'all let me know. Drop it in the comments below. Okay, we got that. Okay, hold on. Yeah. Here we go. Here we go. So everybody please rise. Now, again, it was a montage. It was, they was showing all the other footage, the old footage. And guess what? Everybody please rise. Here comes Keisha looking beautiful. Who walks up next to Keisha to walk her down the aisle? Of course, baby bro shows up. Kevin shows up to walk his sister down the aisle. Were you happy to see Kevin? I was happy to see Kev. I was like, yo, Kev, he showed up. Like, again, we had a strong idea that he would, right? Strong idea that he would. But I'm glad he was there. I'm glad he made it to walk his sister down the aisle. Very important. And again, remember, the father ain't in the life, so this makes total sense. It was great that it happened this way. I was happy it happened this way. Everybody's looking great. Kev is back. Is it just for the wedding? Probably just for the wedding. But he sat down and Maisha's sitting right next to him. They both look good. Both look great. You know? I was happy about this right here. I was definitely in my feels about this right here. Let me see, family. Let me go to the chat. I'm gonna go to the chat. I'm here with you. Let me catch up with y'all. Here we are. You said, right, you wanted to be there? Yeah, I wanted to be there too, man. I was like, where's my invite? Demetrius says, why is he always in a closed restaurant with the doors open? You talk about Keith? Okay. Keisha says, I love how they kept it all the way Chicago. Amazing details that the song they use in Good Times with Thelma got married in Chicago. Ah, okay, got you. Chanel says, I was bawling when he put the flowers on Jada's. Yeah. Nah. No, you're not. You're not going to have me do it. No, I can't see him falling down my eyes. I got my protection. Okay, Chanel, you ain't doing it to me. You're not going down. It's not happening. Right? Put on Jada. I was like, bruh. Lean away, Queen. What you doing? What you trying to do, man? You're trying to get us. You're trying to get me to cry. It's not going down. Oh, man. Lena Waithe and the cast really got me this series finale. Yeah, I know. Tracy says, yes, Emmett looks good. I did cry. Nice touch. I'm going to watch it again tonight. I watched it like 2 times already. Wild, right? It just came out at 3 o'clock in the morning. I already watched it well, you know, I had to get this together. You predicted it? Good job. You said I was happy to see Kevin there and their mom. Yeah, me too. Full circle, man. Like we can't end this without them. You know what I'm saying? We were so encapsulated in their lives. You know what I'm saying? Like I was so involved. I know y'all was involved. Y'all been watching for the longest time. I know we was on edge with them. Did you see Dre though? Dre was there too. Yo, Dre was there too. Now, Dre ain't had no lines, but Dre was there. She was like sitting somewhere. So I guess Nina forgave. I guess they cool. I guess. But they look amazing, fam. Amazing. Okay? All right, I gotta take this off. Because it'd be too dark. Those shades are really dark. So yes. All right, let's get to it. Let's get to this. Crazy moments here in the Shy that I'm just like, wow. I don't know how we gonna move on without this show. Like, seriously. We got to watch it again, man, because there's so much we learned. There's so much I learned. I could speak for myself. There's so much I learned from just watching this show. You know? Yes. A lot of people are open and you really are not closed-minded. You'll learn a lot. You'll see a lot. You'll learn a lot. Okay? Here we go. She looked beautiful, by the way. Look. What's your name, girl? Montage was crazy. What's your name, girl? Keisha. That's the moment right here. Keisha. She's hiding under the bed. Ah, man. And he was thinking about all of that. Like, all of that was coming to his head as she's walking down the aisle. You know, it's... Look at Jada. Come on, man. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Amazing. I'm loving it. I'm not hating on it at all. Anybody hating on this show? Y'all know what to do. Go somewhere. This is not for you. This is for the mature. I wanted to point that out too, for all the people, and I know you in the chat, you already know. But anybody give you slack about this show, you tell them. In the corner of the show, when it starts, it always says TVMA. This what you do. TVMA. Do you know what that means? For mature audiences. Now, if you're immature, you want to joke, you want to, bash, you want to do, go to another show. This is for the mature. This is for the grown-ups. Okay, this is a grown-up show. So that's what you tell them. Anybody want to, start dogging, whatever. This is for the mature. This it's not for kids. It's not for kids. All right, but I took like every picture of the montage. I'm not gonna pull it all up, but it was just great, man. It was just great stuff. Now, let's get to the vows. But before I do that, let me see. Shout out to Tracy, man. I love you. I miss you. That's always been my girl. Here it is. Kev, gave her away. Let's get to this. The vows, family. Are you ready for the vows? Are you ready for the vows? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Shout out to whoever wrote the vows. Lena Waithe, if that was you, I know it was you. You and your team. Jesus, what did y'all think about the vows? Like, they really went in on the vows. Took me a long time. You're an amazing mother, amazing woman. You gave me a chance. And, like Emmett was saying a lot. Keisha was saying, again, I said it earlier. She said, thank you for being willing enough to evolve and change. Very important line right there. That's what stuck out to me. There's so many other things that stuck out. Type in below, what do you remember from the vows that stuck out to you? What stuck out to me when she said, thank you for being willing enough to evolve and change and become a great man and a great father too, and not give up on our family. That's what she said. And not give up on our family. Stuck out to me. I felt like she was talking to me, but of course she's talking to Emmett. Right? I thought that was powerful within itself. Because like I said, I think I said this earlier, a lot of people are just not willing to evolve, change, adapt, shift for the better. You heard what Emmett said earlier when he was like, yo, they was going back and forth about Tiff. And she was like, are you taking her side? He's like, no, I'm just trying to do what's best for us. A lot of people don't think like that. A lot of people get into themselves and get into their own feelings and said, oh, I'm just going to do what's best for me. You got to figure it out. No, he's like, I'm trying to do what's best for us. And when you take that mindset, that's a selfless mindset. And I think for years, Emmett was selfish, right? Instead of, buying clothes and buying diapers and all this and that for EJ, he was doing what? Buying sneakers, trying to resell them. He was trying to start a business. He was trying to be innovative. You remember those True Shot fans, your man was trying to be the innovator, trying to be the businessman. He was super young. He tried. But it was like, well, let me buy some sneakers. He was buying, right? So he was on his path. It was just a rough start. But a lot of people in this world are very selfish. And because of that, it doesn't move forward for them when it comes down to relationships, when it comes down to marriage, when it comes down to kids, when it comes down to a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, lessons. Message. Right? Remember, message. So, did you cry on this part? Did it make you shed a tear? Was Dre from Power doing this thing? We know that's Pastor Charles, but we know him as Dre. Did he do a great job as an officiator? I think he did a better job than Dante. I know y'all was like, you want Dante? Because I wanted Dante to officiate. Like, all right, just give it a ring and put it on and slap on the butt. Now give it a kiss. Dante was a great officiator. But, yeah, definitely a touching moment here. Everybody felt it. Everybody. Okay. I know I'm taking my time, and I appreciate y'all rocking with me. But type in the chat, what stood out to you the most in these vows? A lot. Okay. All right. Just move some stuff around here. I know for sure that this show will be missed because a lot of the lessons that are taught in the Shy, they're brought to life through the Shy because these are like intricate, detailed, private conversations that Lena Waithe and the actors and the crew and the cast bring to light in this show. See, a lot of these conversations that they're having, these characters are having, are private conversations we have in our homes and our communities. You know what I'm saying? To each other, to help each other, to put each other in each other's place. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you need to fix this. You need to become a man. You need to step up as a woman. You need to step up as a man. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these intricate conversations are had privately. But for Lena and her writing team and Hillman Grad to put it down on paper, direct it where the characters bring it so true to life that you feel it, ain't no other show on TV like this. Everybody else, that again, for mature audiences, that's what you tell these kids. And there's grown kids out there, it's like, oh, the shot. Bro, I don't think you're mature enough. I don't think this is for you. I really don't think, I think this is above your level. I think this is above your capacity of understanding and comprehension. And that's not to be disrespectful. It's to be truthful. You know what I mean? Like, it's to be truthful. Like, some people just not there. And it's okay. Nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. You're just mentally, you're just not there. And it's okay. It's okay. You know, if you're a relative of mine, I still love you the same. It's just, you're not there. Okay? So here we are, and it's time. You may now kiss your beautiful wife. Welcome, family, to Mr. and Mrs. Emmett Washington. Man, oh man, they was going in with the lips. Thank God, yeah, you know, they did the right thing. They ain't open mouth. It wasn't open mouth. It was just all lips. All right. And yeah, man, it's time. It's time to party. Time to jump the broom. I got the broom. There they go. Tiff. And who is that? It's Darnell. They put the broom down. You know the tradition. We got to jump the broom. We going into a new chapter. We going into a new phase of our lives. Look at little Ronnie. Little Ronnie, go ahead, boy. And he's looking at Jada, looking at little Jada, the baby, and the baby cat, and the baby. Yeah, with the flowers on it. Yeah. Oh. Good stuff. I'm sorry. Yeah. They jump in the broom, man. Great. I was so happy for them. Were you happy for them? Were you like, man, this is awesome, man. This is good stuff. Good stuff, man. I'm sorry. I keep going back to this bit. My bad. Okay. Congratulations to the bride and the groom. Yeah, I did it. Is this inspirational? I mean, there's some folks that haven't been married yet out there. Do you still believe in love? Do you still believe in marriage? Do you still believe that there's an opportunity? Because you're never too old to get married. You're never too old to be like, you know what? I want to have a life partner. I want this ceremony to happen. I want, you know, we've been going out for a long time, so we might as well just lock it in. Right? Oh, man. But I was happy for them, man. This is just beautiful. It's just a beautiful thing. Okay? I know. I'm taking my time. All right. All right, let's talk about this. The conversation after the wedding. It's time to party, right? Time to turn up. Let's go. Soundtrack. DJ was popping. Chicago DJ. Whoever that DJ was, shout out to you. All right. If he was a real DJ, man, he did his thing. Okay. Did his thing. Crowd having a great time. It's time to party. It's time to turn up. It's time to get it in. Look at your boy Bakari. He's having fun. You know, they doing what was it, the cha-cha slide? I think he was doing the cha-cha slide, and he was doing all that good stuff. Everybody having a great time. Boom. Attention to details, family. I want you to look up there. I'll get a better picture, but look up there. Maybe this one's better. Is this better? Okay, maybe. Yeah, that's a little better. Maybe you can see it. Attention to details. White flowers here. Tiff is sitting there. Of course, it's where Keisha's gonna sit, but Emma's right here. Attention to details. It says the Washingtons is right here, established 2026. Shout out to the designers. Shout out to I see you. I see y'all. Shout out to the production. I see you. I see with the attention to details. Dope. Okay? Good stuff. Now, let's get down to it. Your girl Tiff comes over. Sits in Keisha's chair. She's like, congratulations. Emma is like, thank you. She's like, you better not F it up. I mean, yeah, she has every right to say that. She is the ex-wife. She is the mother of EJ. And wait, let me just go back to this. She has every right to say that. Don't F it up, man. Because you effed up you effed up with me. Don't F up with her. You better not F up. But very important conversation here. And I think it was necessary. I think it was definitely necessary. And I don't know. I don't know if a lot of guys would do this. But your man Emma is like, she's like, for what? And he pretty much on some like, for everything that you had to endure. Everything that you've gone through and for everything that you had to endure. Yeah. For mature audiences, fam. For mature audiences, okay? So I'm sorry for everything you had to endure. She's like, oh, yeah. He's like, nah. He's like, some of it was me. Some of the problem was me. Yo. Takes a real person to admit to that. It takes a real man and woman to fess up to, making a big mistake and putting somebody through hell. Also, it takes a selfless person, right? It takes a selfless person to be like, yo, I apologize for my contribution to messing you over or doing you wrong or putting you in a position where, it made you into this person that you are today, because everything that we do kind of affects people, right? The things that you do to me and we are in a relationship, you may not see it on the surface, but in the long run, it may affect me. And then I may act a little different or may act out of character because of what you have done to me, which I've never gotten an apology for, or you weren't even conscious of what you did, even though I brought it to your attention, but you're just like, you waved it off. But you never apologize. That affects people in the long run, where it makes them into a different person than what they would have been. And I think a lot of people don't talk about that. The after effects of what people do and what people say. How in the long run, it either makes them or breaks them, or makes them a more bitter person, or makes them a person that is just like not likable. You know what I mean? Like some people, because of past relationships, they can't move on because of what that person did or said to them. They never got an apology. Now, of course, you can forgive that person just for yourself so you can move forward. But at the end of the day, it does make you move a little bit different than you used to prior to being hurt by that person. Handle the truth. Handle the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
Yeah, handle the truth. But for Emmett to do this, I thought it was very noble. I thought it was very upstanding. I thought it was a manly thing to do. And I salute him for that. And here comes his beautiful wife. All right. Tiff gets out of seat. All right, move over, Tiff. Here comes the new hotness. There's Keisha. And I'm happy at this point. I'm happy at this point. She definitely deserved that conversation. And I think maybe Emmett wanted to have the conversation with Tiff for a long time. It just wasn't the right timing. You know what I mean? Do you think Emmett wanted to talk to Tiff and apologize? You know, I think he apologized before, but, you know, like in this manner, in this setting, you know? Man, Keisha look beautiful. All right, family, I'm gonna come to y'all. Let me come to y'all. I see y'all in the chat. Thank you for coming through. Man, oh man, I'm really taking my time with this today. I didn't think I was gonna do it like this, but this is just what's coming to me, fam. All right. Keisha says, amazing how much Emmett has grown and evolved from that boy making babies and hiding girls under his bed, to a man who handles life and responsibilities. Yes. Patricia says, hi, sir. I have to tell you this. I like your YouTube because you carry yourself respectful. You watch your language. You give people respect. Thank you so much, Patricia. That means the world to me, for real. I appreciate that. Sometimes a curse word may slip, but not often. Just keeping it real. Sometimes it does, but not often. But I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. You know, for mature audiences. Sometimes we have a little fun. We get a little silly, but thank you. All right. We got a comment here that says, all the tears, all I was thinking throughout the episode is Black people deserve happiness too. You said a thing right there. Ubu Live? Or was that UBU Live? UBU Live. Wow. UBU Live. Love it. Love that name. UBU Live. Love it. Yes, we do. And that's something that Shad said. So let's get to that, because that's next, right? Let's get to that. I'm gonna read a little bit more. Tracy agrees with you. UBU Live. Love the name. Here we are. Says, one thing I really love about this show was that they showed life healthy co-parent situations. There was no drama, and when they did have a problem, they handled them the way they should have. Yes. I love it. Great comment. You say Tiffany and Emmett really had a great relationship after their breakup. Yes. It was respectable. It was very respectable. I love how because we did see them go through some rocky times as far as how they handled EJ. You remember those seasons, those episodes? But they got to a place where it was like, okay, they got into a groove of working with, and Emmett was very nice and cordial to Tiff. And they worked it out. You know what I'm saying? Again, just like you said, we're seeing some positive problem resolutions going on. Not just, oh, you did this, let me fight you, let me box you. Not just the regular stuff that we normally see. That's why this show is so important. That's why this show is so necessary. That's why this show, The Shy, Lena Waithe, Jacob Lattimore, Burgundy, everybody, the cast crew, everybody, including Nuck, including Duda, including every character that's been in the show. Shout out to the guy that plays Reg. Like, every character in this show is very important, because while we do see a little bit of edge, because I need the edge. I need the edge in these shows. The other side of how to handle situations, real life situations, needs to be projected, and that's what they do so well in The Shy. They do it so well. Okay, look, I gotta get back to. I gotta get to this. I gotta get to this, man. I know I'm taking my time, but doggone it, I didn't think I was gonna go this long. It's all good. They deserve it. They deserve this time and this praise. Okay. All right. Let me move some stuff over. Family. Yeah. There's no other show like Shy. Period. No other show like it. Okay. Hate it or love it. I love it. Okay. So let's talk about it. Man, this was so touching. These two gentlemen right here went up there to make a speech. We talking about Shad and we talking about your boy Victor. And while a lot of y'all was mad at Victor, Victor made a sacrifice. And yes, Reg is locked up in replacement of him, but let's talk about it. These two brothers right here went up there and made a speech. They were talking to Emmett, telling him how, they watched him go from a boy to a man and how he is an inspiration to a lot of guys who, are looking forward to that day, one day of getting married and holding down a family and being a good father and being a good man. Right? Good stuff. Loved it. When Shy started talking to Keisha, and he said, thank you for taking care of Emmett, right? General stuff. But he said that you represent women. You represent the women that have loved us, and you show us that we deserve to be loved. And deserve to have love in our life. I'm paraphrasing now. This when your man got choked up. He got choked up. She did too. Like this was very touching. He said, you're a queen and we love you. And there's a lot of stuff that was said, but even Trig, Victor, he was like, yeah, you guys have to choose each other every day. Choose each other every day, fam. This way he got choked up. All this time we looked at the trailer, thought something happened, thought somebody got popped. So no, he just got emotional and made it look like somebody got popped. But no, he was talking to Keisha and getting into his emotions about it. And I loved it. I loved it. Another thing I love about this show is that I don't know if anybody points it out, but this show allows men to be emotional and to express their emotions. Not be emotional wild, like, let's go crazy, but be able to articulate how they feel, right? As a man that knows how to articulate how I feel, to see other men be able to do this and do it in a way that it's like, okay, it's communicated, people comprehend what you're saying. You're very articulate when it comes down to expressing your thoughts and your feelings, and you are sensitive to other people's feelings, and you are willing to listen and hear them out and learn the lessons throughout this thing. I can connect with the show. That's why I can connect with the show, because not a lot of men, you ladies, not a lot of men like to communicate on this level. Not a lot of men like to be in touch with their emotions enough to be able to articulate or can put together the words to articulate how they feel. And some men, I'm going to be real with y'all. Shout out to my guys. But some of y'all afraid to even go in that direction. Y'all afraid to express how you really feel, because the lesson is, okay, if you express how you feel, guess what? She's going to turn around and use it against you. Sometimes that may happen. Sometimes it doesn't. It's not all women will do that, but you have to feel like you're in a safe space enough in order to articulate and to speak and to talk your emotions with your partner, with your lady or your partner. Okay. So again, touching moment. Cheers to the bride and groom. It's a beautiful thing. The whole crowd is just loving these guys right here. They're two peas in a pod. The shop was like, yeah, we do everything from mushrooms to going to jail together. He's making jokes. I was like, yo, this is crazy. But I appreciate these guys right here and the words that they said to Keisha. And yeah, man, it was great. I'm surprised we didn't hear from Kevin. But I think they didn't want to take away, and this is just my thoughts on it. I think they didn't want to take away from the characters that we have been watching all this time. We know Kevin moved to Cali to do his thing, right? But I think they didn't want to take away from the folks we've been kind of familiar with. And again, there are new people. Like we're on Paramount Plus. We've been on, Showtime's been on, not Showtime, but the Shy's been on Paramount Plus for probably, a couple seasons now. So this was a good thing, the way that they did it. I wanted to see more of Kev and see what Kev was going to say, but he didn't really say that much. I mean, we saw the parallel of the dances. We saw them take a lot of pictures. I'm speeding up now, fam. Took a lot of pictures. They had the dance. I got all those pics, but they had the dance. We'll go into more details on Sunday as we have the live discussion with Shane the City Nels. But yeah, man, Emmett's like, yo, you don't be looking at me like that. I'm gonna have to send these people home early. He's like, nah. She was like, nah, I've been waiting for this moment all my life. And she has. And I think he has too. I think he has too. I think these two right here definitely deserve each other because they've been through it. Jeez, they've been through it. All right, let me speed up. Weather was great. Everything was great. We'll get into more details on Sunday. I went into a lot of details today, but we'll get into more details when I have the discussion. And we won't be this long. We won't. But a lot of great pictures were taken. I love it. It is what it is, right? All right, let's get to this. Ooh, tell me y'all wasn't in y'all feels when Jake and Victor went to see Reg. Tell me y'all wasn't in y'all feelings when this happened right here. Because honestly, fam, I was like, dang, this is wild. And the thing that kind of shocked me, but didn't, was the fact that Victor was really hurting, and you could see it on his face. You could see how he was like, man, I wish this didn't happen. I wish Tiff didn't pop Nuck. I wish I didn't have to take up and try to sacrifice myself for Tiff, but then turn around, my brother sacrifices himself for me. Therefore, indirectly doing the time for Tiff, but doing the time for me because I said I did it. Which is wild in itself. And it's like, you gonna be okay? It's like, yeah, man, none of these fools want to mess with me in here, right? He just fronting. Yeah, man, break down, start crying, bruh. Man, when Red start crying and Trig start crying, because they was like, we're going to be in here for a minute. And Trigger's like, yo, we're going to keep visiting. We're going to keep visiting. We're going to keep coming to see you. He's like, you don't need to do that. You need to do that. He's like, yeah, nah, we need to stick together. And I think that's what Reg always wanted. He always wanted his brothers to be there for him, to be there with him. But when he broke down, and then Trig broke down, and they was just reaching over the table, just trying to hold each other. Like it was like, whoa. Did you ever think that the Taylor brothers would get to this point? Because you remember how they was at odds with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like dude crying and they trying to hold like this was wild to see. He doing life. He ain't getting out no time soon. This is it. And ain't nobody gonna say, nah, it wasn't Reg, it was me. That ain't gonna happen. So for all of this to go down the way it did, man, what do y'all think about Reg now? Because a lot of y'all, I know a lot of us, everybody's like, Reg need to go. What's he doing here? He's a menace. He's doing this. With all that crap he did to Jake, with all that crap he did, towards Trig, does he deserve this? That's my question for y'all. Does Rez deserve to be in this position? I mean, he made the sacrifice for his brother because his brother made a sacrifice and was like, nah, I'm doing this for Tiff so she can have her kids and raise her kids. But still, I don't think Rez deserves this. Or does he? You guys drop your comments below. All right. Okay. Let's go here. We're almost there, family. We are very, very close. And I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. In fact, let me come to y'all right now. Cause very emotional stuff. All right, I see you. He said all the characters evolved. Yep. That speech was written perfectly. Yes. Chanel says, Shad had me in tears. Keisha deserved her recognition. Absolutely. Jermaine Scarlett said, I was crying on Jake and Reg and Victor scene. This scene right here, right? Man. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Kenisha said, I'm still mad that after they come together as brothers, Reg has to sit in jail and for something he didn't do. Psh. Message. Within your statement, you made another message. Do you know that, Kenitra? Because so many of our brothers are locked up for something they didn't do. So many of our brothers are locked up because they doing a bid for somebody else, from what somebody else did. This is so realistic. That's what I'm saying. There's no other show like The Chi touches through the language, through the writing, touches on real life situations and things that we go through as a community. So many brothers are locked up for something they didn't do. So many brothers are locked up for a longer period of time that their Billy counterparts, I learned Billy from somebody else, their white counterparts would only do a month or two. Meanwhile, our brothers are doing years for the same crime. Injustice. Yeah, don't let me go there. Because I will. But fam, whoa. Amazing. Okay. Let me speed up a little bit. And then we gonna wrap this up because, yeah. All right. So they're leaving. We coming down to it. We coming down to it. Yeah, your girl Lene gives Keisha the keys. Let me move y'all to the side. Take this down. She gives her the keys. Ever since, man, Keisha looking good. All right. But she gives them the keys and it's time to go and they are moving down to the ATL. All right. And as she says, you know what? I'm proud of you. There's no apology though. No, we're not apologizing. Should not apologize to Bakari because she was in her feels and Bakari was participating with the lie that he was told to tell. So ain't no apology. I think she did the right thing. I still stand with that. That she did the right thing in telling Emmett to fire him. But it's time to go, fam. Time to move on, time to transition, like how many of us have been in a position where we're sending off our fam. It's always hard to say goodbye, just like it's hard to say goodbye to this show. Right? Now, I got to be honest with you. I was expecting this to happen. I gotta be. Now remember, Keisha went through the whole house and remembering everything that happened in the house, right? But I gotta be honest with you. I was expecting this to happen. And I think most of you did too. But the way that it was shot, again, shout out to Lena Waithe, Hillman Grab Productions. I see what you did. I see how you did it, and I love it. Okay? This was shot the same way. Was it? I'm trying to remember the right name of the movie. but it was shot in the same manner. And I think it was Menace to Society. Wasn't it Menace to Society? Homeboys about to move with Jada and they was about to go wherever they was going. And then Homeboy got shot in the same way, right? Same way. So here we are. Let me pull it up. Your man, Rafi, spins the block on Bakari, takes off his mask, and starts to blast. Yeah. Brrrah. Okay, as expected. I expected this. We knew we had an idea this was going to happen. He's blasting. Bakari's like, oh my God. Super close eye shot. Just like, yeah, I think it was Menace to Society, man. You know, OG Bobby, I think it was Menace to Society. And the same over the top aerial shot. I told you, I'm in the movies. I watch movies, okay? So does Lena Waithe. So does all. That's why I connect, right? Same close up to pan out shot the same way Menace to Society was. And she's screaming her head off. Ah, ah, ah. Right? Did you think this was going to happen? Did you predict this was going to happen? Did you really think that Bakari was going to walk away? So like, yeah, nah, you good. You good. Nah, we loading up boxes. We about to go to the ATL. Nah. No. Wait a minute. Rafi got something to say. Cacao. Your man bleeding. And I thought it was done. I thought it was like over. I mean, it faded to black. I was like, dang. That's how we going to end it? I was like, for real? We just, that's it. End of the season, end of the series. It's over. Bakari, we all, look, I got to be honest. I did want retribution for Ronnie. This was it right here. You know, this was it. I was like, all right, well, it is what it is. And that's it. I was willing to walk away and be like, great, still say great show. I was willing to walk away. But here we are. We're not over. It's not over because here we go with 1 year later. Okay, so I'm thinking like, okay, we just going to see Emmett and the fam. You know what I'm saying? We're going to see all this and that. We got the 1 year later. I'm like, all right, cool. 1 year later. And we seeing a couple things going down up in here, right? We seeing Dolly, okay, Tiff did ask Dolly to come move in, have a family, you know, so she don't want to be in the big house by herself. Dolly like, we going to get in each other's nerves. She's like, yeah, I know, but it feels like we need to be a family. So they take out Rob's family's portrait. And again, I was honest with y'all. I did not like that portrait. I was honest. Okay. No disrespect to the artist. I just didn't like it. But you got EJ. EJ looking good. And look at little Rob. 1 year later, that's why he looked older yesterday when we were doing predictions. And Nels was like, that ain't little Rob, because you know he was just a baby. It's 1 year later. And that's what I said. I said, maybe it's later on. But here we are. We got a new portrait. And this is a portrait of Tiff looking extra tall, but we know you mad short. Hannah, shout out to Hannah. But they're sitting down, Dolly, little Rob, EJ. They're a family now. All right? They're a family now. And it's a beautiful thing. You know, out with that other portrait, because that portrait's like scary. Come on, look at that thing. That thing was scary. But yes, so Tiff, new portrait with the fam. What do y'all think about the portrait? I think it's cool. I think Tiff can move on. You think Tiff don't need no man? Tiff need to chill. I think she'd be all right. Just focus on family for now. And if it happens, it happens, right? So all right, the next scene, the next thing that happened is, let's see. All right. This part right here. 1 year later. I'm glad y'all gave us 1 year later. It was satisfying to see a 1 year later. You know? Here we are. We got, see, there you go. Little Raw. Look at that. Tiff is happy. But then we got your man Shad with Mondo teaching them how to, you know, chef up, barbecue some food or whatever the case is. You know what I mean? Oh, we didn't get to that yet. And he outside telling him how to do stuff. And he's like, come on, man, you know. And look at Patience. They are in the backyard, the same backyard where Emmett and Keisha got married. That is a huge backyard, boy. They just bringing love to that house. And I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So food being cooked. I think Shawnita, yeah, we talked about Shawnita and Aisha's getting together. So now, you know, they cooking, and I think now they a couple 1 year later, right? And let me get to this though. Everybody's like just coming together. It's all good. And I gotta show this. Here it is. New location. Smokies, right? Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, my bad. I skipped over something. Papa, he started his pulpit back up, right? And what else? Yeah. It's just, oh yeah, here we go. And this is when they're playing my song. You know what I'm saying? Someday We'll All Be Free by Donny Hathaway. If y'all never heard that song, listen to the entire song. Papa starts up the pulpit again. But here was the touching part. Again. All right. Oh, yeah. Jake and Desiree, they move in. Cool. They smoking. Here was the touching part, fam. Reg, a year later, reading a book. No, that's not that. He's reading Bakari's book. Helping him with his time. You know what I'm saying? Helping him with his time. And he's reading Bakari's book, and he's satisfied by the book. And yeah, man. It's a beautiful thing. Go ahead, man. Enjoy your time, bro. You know, a real shy story from a real shy person that grew up in the shy, same way he did. So to read Bakari's book, man, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. So speaking of the book. Now, at this time, I'm thinking Bakari's gone, right? I'm like, yo, man, you know, Bakari lives on through his book, all right? And this it right here? Yeah, this is it right here. Okay. So now we flip over and we see Brittany. And Brittany's bringing in some boxes, right? She's walking past this line. Man, I was surprised. There's Brittany right there walking past this line. A lot of people lined up. What they lined up for? Okay, Bakari's book is on sale. They got to be in Atlanta. But is Bakari there? That's the question. Great cinematography, great angle. We thinking, okay, well, they just trying to get Bakari's book to sell on for his legacy to sell on because Bakari's gone, right? Bakari's out of here, right? Come on, man. They move these guys out the way. Bakari is right. Bakari's right there. And your man picked out his hair. He got the whole fro going on. You know what I mean? Like he's looking like a real author right now. You know what I mean? He got the Michael. He got the Michael from North Carolina look. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, that's what I'm talking about, man. You know, Bakari is still alive. Were you happy to see Bakari alive? He's signing books, right? Signing the books. Lene's right there. Were you happy to see this? I was happy to see that he made it. My heart skipped for a bit. I was like, whoa. I was like, who's that? That's Bakari. Bakari made it, man. And not only did he make it, not only is he signing books. Let me see if I got this. I think I got it. I think I got it. Man, Lene gets up. Lene gets, oh, where's it at? Yeah, it's right here. Lene gets up with the big belly. Lene is pregnant. We got Bakari Jr. on the way. Wow. 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 Did you expect this? All right. New beginnings. We got a Bakari Jr. Bakari not only survived, his book is selling out ATL. There with his sister. They take Lene's pregnant with a brand new baby. Wow. You really hit us in the head with this. You know what I'm saying? But here we go. Yeah, man. Look at him. Look like he just happy to be alive. I don't know who picked out his hair, but the man got the Don King popping right now. He got that Michael. You know what I'm saying? He got that. He got that Michael. No, not Michael Jackson. He got that Michael from North Carolina. He got that Michael. I'm Michael from North Carolina. That's what he got. He got the Michael going on. Shout out to Bakari, man. Shout out to the Marcus again for sending me this, man, early in the morning before I even got up and opened my eyes, man. Had me dying on the floor. But yes, Michael lives on through Bakari, and Bakari lives on through his son or daughter. Either way, all good. Either way, all good. I was happy to see this. So happy that he was able to get away. I'm happy that he recovered. I'm so glad that, yeah, he did get popped. So everybody wanted him to get popped, right? We wanted him to get popped. He got popped. Okay. All right, let's go here. Now that we know Bakari's good with his Don King throw going on, and he's selling out books in the store the way that he wanted to do it. There he is. Let's go here. My man Emmett. 1 year later, Smokies. Is that Maisha right there? Okay. Here we are. Houston, Atlanta, Vegas. Houston, Atlanta, Vegas. Houston, Atlanta, Vegas. Isn't that a song? Houston, Atlanta, Vegas. I peeped. Houston, Atlanta, Vegas, Smokies is in Chicago. Oh, hold on. Hold on. There we go. Chicago, Houston, Atlanta, and Las Vegas family. Look, I'm looking for it. I'm out in Vegas. I'm like, where is it? Where's the Smokies at? Ain't no Smokies out here. It's fictional, family, fictional. Hold on. Okay. Houston, Atlanta, Vegas. Ah, man. And here we are. We got the family. Riley's still here. Family still around. Oh, no way. Family still here. Houston, Atlanta, Vegas. We got this, man. We got the family. And look at Keisha. Looking good. These people looking so good. I love them. They looking so healthy, so happy. You know what I mean? And I'm sure her name is now on whatever because she's in Washington now. So that's what I was saying before to Nels. And Nels was like, yeah, she should have a separate check. I was like, yo, once they get married, it's all theirs. That's all I was saying. But yes, the family's here. They're eating together. Man, look at that. Little Ronnie Devontae still around. You know, everybody here. Who's this though? Who's that? That's another one of his kids that we ain't really hear from him, but we got Ronnie Devontae and one of the other kids we ain't never really hear from. But yeah, man, what y'all think? Are you impressed? Are you happy? Like, this is great. Darnell was in the corner too. Beautiful thing, man. Family come together. But here's something else I wanted to point out that's dope that they got on the wall that they're eating in front of. And this is my pitch for Queen Lena Waithe. Because I think, and you probably got the same idea, I'm just saying, can we, let me bring it up first. Can we get a spinoff? All right, can we get the spinoff of Amisha. Okay, Amisha. You know what I'm saying? Like Zatima. Can we get a Amisha or Kamisha? Can we get that spinoff, please? Right? Look at Jada. Look at that mural. That's amazing. Our forever angel. Can we get a Kamisha or Amisha? Keisha? What do you think? Can we get a spinoff? I want to see what's going on with these people. You know what I mean? Like, we so invested in them that we need to see them progress. We need to see the kids grow up. We want to see all that happen. You know what I mean? But the mural. Let me get the mural real quick. My God. Shout out to the artist who created this mural right here. Wow. Incredible. Look at that. I love it. I love it. Right there, Chicago. I love it, fam. This was great. Amazing, 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 amazing. I know I'm really taking my time with this, but they, like I said, they deserve it. They deserve it all. And let's see right here. We got the most important part of, I was talking about the character, right? The character of the show that nobody really talks about, but we say the name all the time, is the Shah, the city, right? The people of the city, everything that goes on in Chicago, right? The buildings, the spirit of the city. We don't really talk a lot about it, but we see it because we talk a lot about them. And once again, what an excellent, amazing work. This is a new beginning, fam. Can we get a spinoff with these three right here, please? Can we watch them grow up the same way we watch Kevin, Jake, and Papa grow up? Can we get that? Is it possible? Call it Amisha. I mean, you know, Emmett and Keisha, the Misha, Kamisha, whatever. We ain't doing the Tyler Perry. We're not doing it. We'll find a better name. I'm just saying, I want to and I need to see these people again. But someday we'll all be free. And I just love what Queen Lena Waithe, Hillman Grad Productions, and everybody has done with this series, man. There will be no other show like this ever again. There will be no other show like this. And if she decides to do a spinoff, please, by all means, let her brother know, because I'll probably be covering that. Shout out to Hillman Grad Productions, man. Lena Waithe's company, the Hillionaires. All right, you guys see this at the end. If you don't watch the credits, it's all good. I get it, but this is her company. Shout out to Lena Waithe. Shout out to the entire staff. Thank you again for the love, for the hat, for the appreciation, for the access, for the invite that I missed, because they asked me to do, a media circuit before the season started, and I missed it, and I apologize. But I'm glad to be here today to talk about this today, man. What an amazing series. Family, drop your thoughts below. I'm coming to you right now as we close this out, man. We going on 2.5. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all and I love y'all, man. For real, rocking with me. That's right, Minister Society, right? That's exactly how it was shot. It was one more last ode too, like a paying homage to one last movie, and that was it. Minister Society. She says, I wasn't surprised at this happening. I was surprised how it turned out in the end. Okay. Reg was proud of Bakari. Absolutely he was. What's up, Super Warp Path? What's good? Good to see you again. He said, that damn hairpiece. I know. But look, it's just a reminder, right? Reminder of the power of writing, scripting, designing. Like, if I was to do a movie, a show, or whatever the case is, like, I believe Lena Waithe, the executives and everybody, they have this mastered where they can put a freaking hairpiece on Bakari and have us talk about it for the longest time. right? We're talking about that, but then it transcends into everything else that's happening with Bakari. So now it's stuck in our heart and our mind. Yeah, we got the hair piece, but yo, he's in Atlanta. Yo, he's selling his book out. Yo, he about to have a baby with Lene. Yo, they prospering right now. They doing their thing. He survived that attack from Rafi spinning the block. Come on, Rafi, you terrible, bro. You can't even unalive somebody. He was the worst gangster B. He couldn't even unalive. What you say? Glad to see Bakari, but was not really surprised because there was no announcing he was gone. Got you. But again, they just cut to the 1 year later, so we wouldn't have seen that even if there was an announcement. They cut right from there. They went to 1 year later anyway. So, what you say? Chanel says, I was sad at first for Reg, but when I saw the year later he seemed peaceful reading Bakari's book, I felt a little better. Yep, he didn't deserve to do that time for Tiff too. Yeah, Tiff though, right? All right, Tracy said I was very, very happy. You was very happy with the ending? Yeah, me too. Someday, I wish I could play the song. But then they'd be like, copyright, boom, then they shut it down. Yeah, man. So amazing, yo. Just amazing, fam. Hold on. Do this real quick. Let me do this real quick. Okay. Just playing a little bit of that. As I read your comments, as we close this out, let me know if you can hear the music or not. You said that was a symbolic unalignment of the old Bakari. Ah, yes. I like that. So we had to show also a difference, right? We had to show a different Bakari. Like that was the death of the old. Now we got Bakari with a new hairpiece. You know what I'm saying? He said the hair threw me off a little, but I was just happy to see Bakari and Lene. Yes, me too. He said it felt like Nora died for no damn reason. Yeah, exactly. Because there was no reason for her to pay Nora not to say anything or to not say that she was with Shad. He said, you happy for Lene? Okay. Little baby Jada was there too. Darnell was holding, that's right, Darnell was holding Jada. Yes. I wanted to bring up that picture too, but thank you for reminding us. Yeah, it was super important, right? Your man sitting there with little Jada in his hand. Jada lives on. Demetria says, it brought tears to my eyes to see all the brothers come together. Yeah. Definitely. Then Vincent couldn't say it, but grabbed his hand, very touching. I felt sorry for Reg. Yeah, he couldn't say I love you back because Reg was like, I love you. He was like, but he was just so emotional, right? Super emotional about everything. Oh, man. Good stuff. Keisha says, happy ending idea was wonderful. Everything does not have to end in tragedy. Lena Waithe did her big one by giving us what we didn't expect. Absolutely. Demetria says, Reg didn't deserve this at all. Not jail time. Got you. He meant Victor, not Vincent. Got it. Okay. But Darius was good. He says, I'm happy for Bakari. He made it out alive to tell his story from the street thug to an author. Yeah. All right. Says, I finished watching it. It was so good. Yeah, it was definitely good, right? Definitely good. I appreciate you. And thank you for the finger heart. That's different. Thank you for that, Jewel. I appreciate you so much. I enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. There we go. Now it's on the screen. Thank you, Demetria. Amazing recap. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. This definitely heartfelt. I think y'all can see that. And I don't need to rate it. I think you understood. You understand how much this show means and how I feel about it. You said, yes, Reg did deserve jail time. That was karma for all the other things he did and got away with. Okay. I see that perspective too. And Jackson Hahn says the show had a spark when it started, but now, okay. That's your opinion. All right. Well, thank you, family. I appreciate you for rocking with your boy all this time, family. Yes, we took our time with it. And I'm happy. I'm satisfied. Now, prayerfully, we get things together. And the next time you see me talk about the Shy, it will be with the amazing queen herself, Lena Waithe, family. And as soon as I know, I'll let you guys know, probably announce it, and we'll go from there, fam, all right? I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for rocking with your boy. It's been a pleasure, man, on this ride. And make sure you check out everything that I'm doing on the channel. Of course, Raising Canaan. Of course, we got a lot of other shows coming up. Ruthless, right? We got some Ruthless stuff. But hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. Stay engaged with the channel. This way, they'll make sure to send you notifications. If you don't stay engaged, you don't watch, you don't comment, you don't like, they're going to be like, oh, well, you're not interested in this channel. We're not going to send you notifications. That's how it works now. So stay engaged. Stay commenting. Stay, show love, and you'll get the notifications, all right? You say you're glad Bakari survived. I am too. All right, family. Appreciate you all. Time for some lunch, man. It's been a minute. Thank you for rocking with your boy. It's your boy, VACAY-J. Appreciate you all. Until next time.
VACAY-J. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the love, every like and every vibe. Hope your holiday's joyful, peaceful, bright. May your dreams come true and your future shine. So tap that like, tap the hype. Hit subscribe, join VACAY-J life. Be kind to each other, you never really know what someone's facing deep down in their soul. VIPs, MVPs, VACAY fam worldwide. Salute. See you in the next one.